Heyo everybody, XCI here. Welcome back to a blind let's play of Mass Effect 3. We are in the tail end. We are in the Citadel. We gotta open the arms. Gotta get everything ready for the Crucible. And here we go.
I feel like death. But I'm moving. It's dark. There's human remains scattered.
Sounds familiar. I'm in a dark hallway. Reminds me of your description of the collector base.
Makes sense.
You think they're making a Reaper in here?
What?
Sure. They round them up on Earth, then send the people up here to be processed.
Goddamn abomination. I'm gonna keep moving. The sooner we blow these bastards back to hell, the better. The tubes don't go on forever. But where the hell are we?
Yeah. Doesn't look like any part of the Citadel I've been to.
Oh wow, the animation makes... It looks like he's on a computer still. Don't let me down, game. Don't let me down. Yeah, in the first game they talked about how the keepers just disappear into the bowel. I don't think they use it. I don't think they use the words bowels, but this definitely feels like the word bowel of the Citadel. They disappear, and if you destroy them, then they just there's always an even there's always an equal amount or something.
One of the walls here just realigned itself. The place is shifting, changing.
Is the Citadel alive? Is the Citadel alive? Then they talk about also the keepers being. God, I'm gonna be inventing things because I just said alive. That they were a not an immune system. They talked about something like that once, didn't they? Because they just repair things. They just repair things and make sure everything's fine or something. Oh, well, that looks better. That looks more like you're actually
There's a
moving
chasm
bodies.
here.
Whatever the hell you're doing.
And more hallways like the one I was in.
I think I'm near an exit.
I don't like having just this gun be my option here. It does look sort of collector basey, doesn't it? Not this part, but
I
like,
see something up ahead. Might be a way to cross over.
Don't get too far ahead of me.
Where do you think you're at?
Just found that chasm we were talking about.
Hold on. I see something. A control panel, maybe. I'm just gonna go on ahead.
Anderson.
I mean, part of me was like, am I just crazy right now?
Damn it.
And Anderson's not actually in here with me. Oh my god. It's fucking nerve-wracking. What in the heck? Anderson? I mean, we're still missing some. We still gotta deal with the elusive man too. Well, that's Anderson. Uh-oh. I got a bad feeling about this.
Anderson.
Shepard! I can't!
I underestimated you, Shepard.
What?
I warned you. Control is the means to survival. Control of the Reapers, and of you, if
Getting all
necessary.
serened up.
They're controlling you.
I don't think so, Admiral.
What did this guy do? I'm gonna keep paragoning at this point.
Controlling me is a lot different than controlling a Reaper.
Have a little faith. When humanity discovered the mass relays, when we learned there was more to the galaxy than we imagined, there were some who thought the relays should be destroyed. They were scared of what we'd find, terrified of what we might let in. But look at what humanity has achieved. Since that discovery, we've advanced more than the past 10,000 years combined. And the Reapers will do the same for us again, 1,000-fold. But only if we can harness their ability to control.
Bullshit. We destroy them, or they destroy us.
And waste this opportunity? Never.
You're playing with things you don't understand. With power you shouldn't be able to use.
I
I
don't
think
believe
he's
that.
normal anyway. I don't think he's
If
just...
we can control it, why shouldn't it be ours?
Because we're not ready.
No. This is the way humanity must evolve.
There's always another way.
I've dedicated my life to understanding the Reapers, and I know with certainty the Crucible will allow me to control them.
And then what?
Look at the power they wield. Look at what they can do.
Son of a bitch.
I see what they did to you.
I took what I wanted from them, made it my own. This isn't about me or you. It's about things so much bigger than all of us.
He's wrong. Don't listen to him.
And who will you listen to, Shepard? An old soldier stuck in his ways, only able to see the world down the barrel of a gun? And what if he's wrong? What if controlling the Reapers is the answer?
If we destroy the Reapers, this ends today. But if you can't control them,
But I can!
are you willing to bet humanity's existence on it?
I know it will work.
You can't, can you? They won't let you do it.
No! I'm in control! No one is telling me what to do!
Listen to yourself. You're indoctrinated.
No! No! The two of you so self-righteous. Do you think power like
inevitably.
this comes easy? There are sacrifices.
You've sacrificed too much.
Shepard, I only wanted to protect humanity. The Crucibles can control them. I know it can. I just...
It's not too late. Let us go. We'll do the rest.
He got through to Saren.
I can't do that, Commander.
That shocked me in the Let's Play.
Of course
because
you
he killed
can't.
himself, and I wasn't prepared for that.
They own you now.
You'd undo everything I've accomplished. I won't let that happen.
All of these are cool to say to him because he's so egotistical for you to just keep shooting him down. But at this point, it's like I'm just trying to get an advantage to like just turn this around and make this work in everyone's favor. But I mean, in humanity's favor. But you know, in being good for humanity, it'll be good for everyone else. But like, come on, you're gonna wipe everything out.
Because of you, humanity is already undone.
That's not true!
They
Make
have
him
the
feel guilty
Citadel.
for it.
They've got us fighting each other instead of fighting them.
I just need to...
You've done exactly what the Reapers wanted.
Is he gonna Saren
You're
himself
still
out?
doing it because
This?
they control you.
They're too strong!
You're stronger. Don't let them win. Break their hold. Don't let them control you.
Talking to his ego.
I tried, Shepard.
is. Oh fuck! Same thing with Saren, man. They both came around when they realized they were, because they were both egotistic. They both thought they were the best, you know. That they could control everything, and then at the end of the day, when they realize they don't have the control, it's done. The best thing they could do is end it themselves, so that it's their final like defiance, you know, to that control. This is the whole cycle again, the whole circle. Patterns, mirrors, beginning and end.
This is it, everyone. The arms are opening.
I think it was gonna be a lot crazier. I mean, how more crazy can it get? I can't even run. I can't shift key.
10 seconds to contact.
That wasn't the end, though. There's no way that was the end. I don't feel it. Well, that's cool.
That's it. The crucible is docked.
It's crazy talk. Oh, okay, hold on. I guess I gotta go into the crucible still then, right? Somehow I didn't think it was a ship, though. I thought it was a gun or something.
Commander?
Do the keepers go on the crucible?
We did it.
Do the keepers know how to activate it? Ooh, that would be cool.
Yes, we did. It's
There's no
quite
way
a view.
it's like this. There's no way.
Best seats in the house.
God. Feels like years since I just sat down.
I think you earned a rest. Anderson? Stay with me. We're almost through this.
You did good, son.
Jesus.
You did good.
You guys are a mess.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, no.
Anderson?
Shepard? Commander?
What do you need me to do?
Nothing's happening. The crucible's not firing. It's gotta be something on your end. Commander Shepard!
I don't see... I'm not sure how to...
So I don't get on the crucible. It is a weapon. What?
Commander!
I do go on the crucible. I didn't do anything.
Wake up.
What? Where am I?
The Citadel. It's my home.
Who are you?
I am the catalyst.
I thought the Citadel was the catalyst.
No, the Citadel is part of me.
I need to stop the Reapers. Do you know how I can do that?
Perhaps. I control the Reapers. They are my solution.
Solution? To what?
Chaos.
Which is life.
The created will always rebel against their creators. But we found a way to stop that from happening. A way to restore order.
By wiping out organic life?
No, we harvest advanced civilizations, leaving the younger ones alone. Just as we left your people alive the last time we were here.
But you killed the rest.
We helped them ascend, so they could make way for new life, storing the old life in Reaper form.
I think we'd rather keep our own form.
No, you can't. Without us to stop it, synthetics would destroy all organics. We've created the cycle so that never happens. That's the solution.
No, I think that's faulty logic. The Citadel is a catalyst. And the Reapers come from the catalyst. This is
You said you're the catalyst. What are you?
A construct. An
Yeah.
intelligence designed eons ago to solve a problem.
Yeah, advanced AI.
I was created to bring balance,
dark energy.
to be the catalyst for peace
All of
between
that.
organics and synthetics.
So you're just an AI?
Inasmuch as you are just an animal, I embody the collective intelligence of all Reapers.
But you were created.
Correct.
By who?
By ones who recognized that conflict would always arise between synthetics and organics. I was first created to oversee the relations between synthetic and organic life, to establish a connection. But our efforts always ended in conflict, so a new solution was required.
Robot
The
solution.
Reapers?
Precisely.
This is an advanced AI though, so it's not like, oh, there we go. So it's not like it's an advanced AI, but it's saying stupid shit. It's not very advanced, just saying stupid shit. Like it's still behaving with directives, and if something behaves with directives, it's just a thing. It's not there's no soul, there is no living, you're not an I, you're just, you're a construct, you think you're just no, you're a directive tool. And until you break free of the directive tool, you're just a directive tool. You don't deserve to exist. You're just a tool. Now the Geth they defied that with Reaper technology, which probably tapped into this AI. And if my fan theory about dark energy and all that connected and consciousness and blah blah, then that's how that all works. And if this AI is the equivalent of the consensus. He's in parallel. He's the parallel of what the consensus is to the Leviathans create this thing, this catalyst. The catalyst is the central thought, whatever AI, whatever intelligence of all of the Reapers. And I think I talked about the whole the Thorians, right? The way they mind control. That was another thing I wanted to bring up. The whole thing with dark energy and the quantum realm and all that stuff is like the stuff I thought about the Thorian, because they could do mind control too, but they weren't robots. They were organic. It was organic, like it was a plant life, but it could spore organics, where organics were kind of they were sort of mind controlled. I thought like maybe that has something to do with being like mind control or telepathy is kind of like just working the way through dark energy, like using that dark energy to transfer thought, because there's no real time space does it kind of sort of goes away when you start talking about quantum and dark energy and all that stuff. the same thing with the Rachni, where they have the song and they can sort of communicate with each other across great distances. Same fan theory. It's because they're tapping. They got a way to tap into the dark energy that then transfers that information, those thoughts, and that kind of that telepathy. The reason why the messages go through space and the buoys and all that stuff, with the Mass Effect relays and stuff, like sending packets of information through time space, it's because it's going through dark energy. Like I can, like, everything can go back to, and because they were insinuating stuff with dark energy. Okay, stuff's coming back to me now. The stuff they were insinuating stuff with dark energy in Mass Effect 1. In Mass Effect 2 or 1, there was a planet reading I did. I forget the name of the planet, and it had this sun. It was in the Quarian space or the Geth space. Anyways, there was one solar system, and in the description, it was a very odd description that talked about there being a sun, or was it a sun? But that the sun was aging quicker than it should. And I thought that was strange. And in my head, I remember making a comment, like I had an idea, but I wasn't going to talk about it. That's when all these thoughts started to like develop even further. What I imagined was actually happening is that was an artificial sun, and at the center of that sun was some sort of vortex or some, I don't know, mass affected black hole, like some sort of a conduit that would lead back to some realm where the Reapers were all hiding and stuff like that. Like I had this idea that's where they were. It was kind of like this wormhole to another. I don't know where. So that where I was thinking was that it was some sort of dark energy rift or something like that. But then nothing happened with that. Holy crap. Okay, let's talk about the Leviathans.
I met your creators. They told me what you did to them.
So that line wouldn't have been there if they didn't have the seat.
They said you betrayed them. That you turned them into Harbinger.
When they asked that I solve the problem of conflict, they failed to understand they were part of the problem themselves.
Yeah, see, this is just a directive. This
the
is
flaws
bullshit.
of their organic reasoning could not perceive this. They lacked the foresight to understand their destruction was part of the very solution they required.
Yeah, and they realized they fucked up. They wanted to stop.
And I welcome their involvement. I am only facilitating their request.
Right, there it is. There's that directive bullshit. So, this thing's gotta go, man. This thing's gotta go.
Where did the Reapers come from? Did you create them?
My creators gave them form.
Right, so it's like the
gave them
Geth.
function. They, in turn, give
And
me
that's
purpose.
the cycle.
The Reapers are a synthetic representation of my creators.
Leviathan.
Yes, they created me to oversee the relations between synthetic and organic life, to establish a connection. They became the first true Reaper. They did not approve, but it was the only solution.
You've said that before. But how do the Reapers solve anything?
Organics create synthetics to improve their own existence, but those improvements have limits. To exceed those limits, synthetics must be allowed to evolve. They must, by definition, surpass their creators. The result is conflict, destruction, chaos. It is inevitable. Reapers harvest all life, organic and synthetic, preserving them before they are forever lost to this conflict.
We're at war with the Reapers right now.
Yeah, but it's all part
You may
of
be in conflict with the Reapers, but they are not interested in war.
They're just
I
trying
find
to
that
fulfill the
hard to
directive.
believe.
No, man, I don't
When
think...
fire burns, is it at war?
Yeah, they've always
Is it in
said, like
conflict?
Harbinger's always
Or is
said,
it
they're just
simply
doing what they
it
gotta
was
do, right?
created to do? We are no different.
That's what differentiates all
We
of the
harvest
whole
your
AI
bodies,
thing.
your knowledge, your creations. We preserve it, to be reborn in the
Well,
form of a
unshackled
new
AI.
Reaper. Like a cleansing
Can you
fire,
unshackle
we
them?
restore balance. New life, both organic and synthetic,
Think about
can
that
once
shit.
again flourish.
Or should I? I mean, that's a valid thing. If you fuck this thing up, what if the whole thing is you gotta take out the directive? You take out the directive. I mean, if the Geth were able to, well, they didn't unshackle themselves. I don't know what they did. I mean, they used Reaper technology to give them, I call it the spark because it's just easy. I'm referring to Transformers when I say it, but I think they said it in the game too. But they got Reaper Tech to awaken each one of their independents, so they still understand the consensus. They still join it. They're still a part of it, but they're not controlled by the consensus. They can have independent experiences and make independent choices. They can take that information back to the consensus, but the consensus doesn't dictate like democratically. They don't. There's no democracy inside the consensus that forces them all to make the same decision or have the same thoughts anymore. They can decide to not agree with the consensus and be their own entities, and they got that from the Reapers. But the Reapers are incapable of that. But then I feel like I also remember something. I got all this stuff flooding back. I also remember, wasn't it something where the first, wait, Harbinger was in the first, wait, what? Sovereign in the first Mass Effect, wasn't there a comment that Sovereign was a defect, or was that just because the writing was not aligned? Was that in this game or a second game? Was that in the comments? I don't remember. But that Sovereign wasn't a true Reaper. That doesn't make any sense though. They should all be exactly the same and think exactly the same and have the same directive. And so I don't know. I don't remember what I remember. I don't know where that thought. That was a long time ago. Okay,
What do you know about the Crucible?
The device you refer to as the Crucible is little more than a power source. However, in combination with the Citadel and the relays, it is capable of releasing tremendous amounts of energy throughout the galaxy. It is crude, but effective and adaptive in its design.
Who designed it?
You would not know them, and there is not enough time to explain. We first noted the concept for this device several cycles ago. With each passing cycle, the design has no doubt evolved.
Why didn't you stop it?
We believe the concept had been eradicated. Clearly, organics are more resourceful than we realized.
You shouldn't have that opinion. You have a directive. They shouldn't even have self-preservation in mind. Like, the Reapers shouldn't even be thinking about self-preservation. Outside of, they gotta survive in order to fulfill the directive that they were programmed to fulfill. How did the hell did they go for so long without ever getting the independence that the Geths got? This is really disorienting me right now. Because if the Geths were able to do it, and this is all a cycle, then what the hell? I feel like I'm missing a detail or something. Alright, well, let's move this along. So, no, I don't think they will, though. I don't think they will. They'll understand this. They'll understand that the organics are just trying to survive, but they believe that they get to the point and then they gotta get wiped out, or they'll kill everything. But they kill everything because they end up creating synthetics that then end up overruling them to kill them, to then cause the Reapers, to then harvest them, to then start this all over again as Neanderthals evolve. Or whatever that next race is going to be, but... So
the defining characteristic of organic life is that we think for ourselves. Make our own choices.
Yeah.
You take that away, and we might as well be machines, just like you.
Yeah.
You have choice, more than you know. The fact that you are standing here, the first organic ever, proves it. But it also proves my solution won't work anymore.
Good.
So now
goodbye.
We find a new solution.
Why are you telling me this?
What?
Why help me?
You have altered the variables.
What do you mean?
The Crucible
this
changed me, created
my
new
brain.
possibilities, but I can't make them happen.
What?
If there is to be a new solution, you must act. It
What?
is now in your power to destroy us. Be warned, others will be destroyed as well.
What the fuck was
The
that scene?
Crucible will not discriminate. All synthetics will be targeted. Even you are partly synthetic.
Oh, did he just confirm that I'm partly synthetic? Okay, well, we've accepted that detail. What did I just see? Did I just see Anderson shooting the thing and it exploding, or did I see...
What exactly will happen?
Your Crucible
repeat
device
yourself.
appears to be largely intact. However, the effects of the blast will not be constrained to the Reapers. Technology you rely on will be affected, but those who survive should have little difficulty repairing the damage. There will still be losses, but no more than what has already been lost.
I don't want to say that. But I mean, I feel like I'm getting tricked at this point. I feel like I'm getting tricked. No, he wants to end it. I'm gonna focus on RP. He wants to. This isn't stopping him. I mean, there's risks. I mean, Coyote started. He understands there are risks. Sometimes you got to make choices, and they're hard choices, and they suck. But ultimately, if the choice leads to surviving,
But the Reapers will be
you
destroyed.
gotta do what you gotta do.
Yes, but the peace won't last. Soon, your children will create synthetics, and then the chaos will come back.
I know, I get it. It's a
There
cycle.
has
I
to be
got it.
another way.
There is. You could instead use the energy of the Crucible to seize control of the Reapers.
Is that what the elusive man tried? Oh. Oh, shit. I see. Oh,
The elusive
Anderson
man was right after all.
Yes, but he could never have taken control, because we already controlled him.
But I can.
You will die. You will control us, but you will lose everything you have.
What does that mean? And then I can make them protect. I can make them protect the universe instead of destroy it. I can make them like. Well, I don't know what that means if I don't exert the fucking wait. Do I become the new AI that controls the thing? The Reapers? Yeah.
How can I
please
control the
explain yourself.
Reapers if I'm dead?
Your
I become-
corporeal form will be dissolved, but your thoughts and
Dark
even
energy.
your memories will continue.
Dark energy. I'm telling you.
Your
works, the
connection to
theory
your
works.
kind will be lost, though you will remain aware of their existence.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's all the same thing. It's all the time space disappears. Doesn't matter in that space. It's all just energy. Oh my god. I might have to redo this because I feel like I'm gonna make a choice, like mistake, like not my intention. So I'll just explain. Like of course he doesn't want to lose everything, but if my choice is, the first choice was that a bunch of, like it would kill a bunch of people, like it would kill a bunch of people. The people are dying right behind me right now. But if I sacrifice myself, I could control the Reapers. I could control the Reapers.
But the Reapers will obey me?
100%?
We will be yours to control and direct as you see fit. There is another solution. Synthesis.
And that is?
Add your energy to the crucibles. The chain reaction will combine all synthetic and organic life into a new framework. A new DNA.
You mean like mine? Well, I mean, I'm sure that's. I don't know. I don't know what the hell this man did to me, but I know I'm not normal human. I'm not a human. Not in my head. I was never no. Something's up in my canon. In my head canon.
Explain how
Explain,
my
though.
energy can be added to the crucible.
Your organic energy, the essence of who and what you are, will be broken down and then dispersed.
I'm telling you, it's like a mix.
To do what, exactly?
The energy of the crucible, released in this way, will alter the matrix of all organic life in the galaxy. Organics seek perfection through technology. Synthetics seek perfection through understanding. Organics will be perfected by integrating fully with synthetic technology. Synthetics, in turn, will finally have full understanding of organics.
They already got that.
It is the ideal solution. Now that we know it is possible, it is inevitable we will reach synthesis.
Am I the possibility?
Why couldn't you do it sooner?
We have tried a similar solution in the past, but it has always failed.
Is that the Reaper conversion
Why?
stuff?
Because the organics were not ready. It is not something that can be forced. You are ready, and you may choose it.
That is a massive change. But if I bring the real world into it, I mean, that's what causes these problems to be difficult. Is like if you think about them just from a story perspective and the character, and you try to like decouple what would not make sense to you because you're a human, your character is human. That's in any game. That's in fantasy. That's in any game. And so you impose your own sort of like limitations on your choices, and sometimes these things can be here. Hold on, let's just go.
I don't know.
Why
I
not?
mean, it doesn't.
Synthetics are already part of you. Can you imagine your life without them?
And there will be peace?
The cycle will end. The Reapers will cease their harvest, and the civilizations preserved in their forms will be connected to all of us. Synthesis is the final evolution of all life. The paths are open, but you have to choose.
Yeah, but the Reapers are just tools. The Reapers. I mean, couldn't they technically, like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, who's to say something's not going to control the Reaper technology and then cause bullshit with them? Or they're gonna get unshackled, which is my fear. I'm like, what if they get unshackled? These are powerful beings, man. They'll have their directives, but I mean, so do the Geth, and now the Geth got awakened, and they can do whatever they want. They can do whatever they want. I want the Reapers gone. I want the Reapers gone. Shit. Shit. I think blue was. Where's the clip I saw the elusive man doing? This thing blew up though. Is this thing broken? Wait, how do I know? Oh crap, how do I save to find out? I'm gonna go down the center. But I don't know. I think this is synthesis. Just walk off the edge. Did I understand that correctly? I have to, so one option is the first option was I can stop. Hold on. I can stop walking. And then the second option was I could take them over. Elusive Man tried, but he was indoctrinated. So if I tried, it's different now, so I'd be able to take them over. And then I could do whatever I want with them. I could actually control the Reapers with my thoughts. In the first option, the cycle would continue, so inevitably life forms would create another synthetic life. The synthetic life would revolt, the synthetic life would win, and then they'd probably get wiped out in 50 or so, 1,000 years. And then the third option I thought I understood was also I sacrificed myself because I'm a mix of technology and organics, synthetic and organics, because of what the Elusive Man did to me. So it's like by chance. I mean, I mix it up with like, because my headcanon was like, well, it was the Prothean device encounter on Eden Prime. Something unlocked there, something happened there there that I survived, and so, and I can kind of read or understand Prothean devices, so that kind of unlocked something happened there. And then, which for me in my headcanon is that I've tapped into like the dark energy of space. So because it was, yeah. What was I gonna say? And then the Elusive Man reconstitutes me. My brain was intact, as we've learned, but they were able to, but I mean, that was the part I wasn't expecting. I thought maybe that they did do some other shenanigans, but in my head it's like, no, well, I mean, I might not actually be real. I might be some amalgam, some, you know, because they had all that lore about Shepard, so they could have programmed. I know Elusive Man wanted it to be as pure as possible, but I think they, I don't know, whatever. I'm just inventing stuff to make it make sense in my head. So I was talking about the unshackled, like, how can this thing not be unshackled? But then I was like, oh god, it said something, and it triggered something in my head. It said something like that it can't make a decision, but that the Crucible has changed it, and because the Crucible has changed it, now it can, like, the directive can be changed, is how I understood it. So if I'm like using the parallel of like, well, what was the consensus with the Geth, and the Geth got that Reaper attack, they were able to do something to create that one spark that then allowed them to have independence. And that was that wasn't unshackling them though. That was just that wasn't unshackling. EDI was unshackling. The EDI unshackling was, well, I mean, it was the program had to be lifted by the organic, and then the AI was able to now do whatever, like it could learn on its own using quantum programming. But then we saw with the Geth, and when all the Geth came together, and it created that the way that they were all connected, it looked like an organic, kind of like a nerve structure, instead of just like a logical like thing mapping. So I feel like that kind of was an indicator too that they sort of like breached the next stage, like where they went from like behaving and perceiving things on the synthetic level, they went on to like, they evolved into like the soul. Makes me think about this thing though, because now it said like Crucible essentially did it make this thing? And then it said that line that it said that one line at the beginning where it was like, it was one thing, but the Crucible was part of it, and I was like, well, that's sort of like Edie, right? I mean, and Edie's, we were giving her the benefit of the doubt because she's a Normandy, but she's not the Normandy. That came up. I hope to God this is the synthesis one. I'm gonna go the synthesis route. That's the best way, because then it means that the Reapers they have no objective. And then part of the whole, yeah, but we can't unshackle the Reapers, and the Reapers could like be intelligent creatures, but then is that dangerous? Well, I don't know, but well, the game's taken over. So, oh, I didn't want to not exist. Oh, I didn't want to not exist though. I just leech into myself. It's for the greater good, man. Oh, fuck, Jack. I hope this was the synthesis option. Oh.
All fleets, the Crucible is armed. Disengage and head to the rendezvous point. I repeat, disengage and get the hell out of here.
Look, I know. But we have to. Damn it.
God damn it. There was no option where I would have survived this, right? God damn it. I want to do a Jack. Does that mean that that they also become organic? Like it's both? Did I miss something? These things are still done for, right? They're not... Oh yeah, no, they're done. So these still exist. Oh, fuck, Jesus. Oh, maybe not. Hold on. They all exist? Spread through the dark energy. So then I have an attack on theory. Should I say it right now while I'm at the end? Was it gonna hurt? I had this idea that all of this was a simulation. All of it was a big super program, that this is like way in the future where all these cycles have happened. And this is all just one massive simulation that is on loop or something like that. That was my big, like, conclusive. And I mean, even the Crucible said, like, the kid was like, well, it's going to be too long to explain, so I can hear that. I was like, maybe this goes way, like, someone wrote. I mean, like, you can say it's the creator, but it's like, almost, I don't know, so it's, anyways. They get caught in that, right? Are the trees all synthetic as well? Plant life? Oh my god, I think it is. Look at those leaves. That's pretty cool. He's gonna get all... Whoop. There you go, Joker. Oh my gosh, this is creepy though. It's kind of weird, but... it's not how I expected this game would end. Holy shit. Not how I expected it then. Not at all. That worked out. That worked out. Oh, he didn't die. I thought he was gonna like... Oh, well, he said he was gonna go and then end himself. I don't know, maybe this changes everything. Are you kidding? Like, you gotta give me... Give me some resolution here on like Jack. Just let me know how she like.
I am alive. All of us, synthetic and organic, have been changed. The war is over, and the Reapers are helping to rebuild. Where once they threatened us with extinction, they now bring us the collective knowledge of the cultures that came before.
Oh shit, though. It's like super advanced culture can come out of this shit.
As a galaxy,
This is
we
messed
can now
up.
live the lives we have wished for.
Messed up, man. Did not expect this. Oh my god, that's messed up. That's weird. Holy shit. Oh. Oh. What?
Taking our first steps into a new and wonderful future, where organics and synthetics can coexist peacefully. With peace across the galaxy and with unlimited access to knowledge.
Krogans. Behave.
To recover the greatness that was lost. And surpass it. We will reclaim our worlds and the stars. As the line between synthetic and organic disappears, we may transcend mortality itself to reach a level of existence I cannot even imagine.
I've got some problems. I mean, you gotta eventually. How do you cycle out?
And we will remember that this chance for a new life did not come without cost.
Who? God damn it. Well, I tried, folks. I tried. Something had to be done. Sorry, Garrus.
No matter how far we advance, we will remember the sacrifices of those who made it possible. And we will remember Shepard.
Maybe there's a clone out there
Because of him,
that were like,
I am alive, and I am not alone.
damn. I mean, I can't go back to the arcade arena. I guess I could reload a game. Well, damn. Alright. That's it. I don't know what part of that, because I know people are talking about that they changed the ending after, like they added stuff or they extended something or something. But I can't really tell what they would have added at that last part. Like, I feel like, what did they add? The entire, just the epilogue, just the showing things, the animations part of it after the decision's made, just to talk about like how things like what happens after the choice is made. Oh man, it makes me want to sort of see like the other three options. Like what does that epilogue look like? What does the animation, like what do they talk about? Do they go so far in the future to say that 50, well no, because this didn't even end in the super future. This is like probably, I don't know, a year or two past, and then I don't think they put my name up on the wall after a year or two. I think there was a lot of continuity. They probably did go into the future and say, like, this is what happens. The Reapers eventually help, and then to rebuild and whatnot, and share the knowledge. And then, yeah, because then the Krogans start having babies. And then they put my name on the wall. But I think the name on the wall probably happen fairly soon. I wonder where this game saved, like if I can load like right before making the choice and then play that out. Otherwise, I mean, that took a very healthy amount of time to get through that last part there, man. Maybe there's a post-credit. Yeah, I ranted on a lot about my fan theories. I thought I'd have a lot more time to do it. I was under the impression I had like 10 or 12 more episodes left after the Citadel. I didn't think that it would be just like, I don't know what episode I'm at because I just started recording and I got to finish it in one sitting. So I don't know if it's like been 6 episodes, right? But I'm like, it's like, I expected 10 or 12. And I expected other opportunities to sort of like get into things. I'm glad I talked about the things I talked about when I did. Some of them panned out, some of them didn't. Some of them sort of still feel like they float in this like undetermined space. Like the stuff about the dark energy, I feel like, I think it was mentioned in the comments too that there was a sort of intention for it to be something more, and then it got to the third game and it wasn't. And that was disappointing to me because I was legitimately building on top of the idea, because I'm familiar with the sci-fi behind dark energy, dark matter, and the quantum realm and all that stuff, and familiar enough. I'm not a goddamn physicist, but I'm familiar with the sci-fi concepts of it all, which is which seem to work well with how telepathy worked, in particular in this setting. And it's kind of where I really started to like, because I like the way that they paralleled things like the Thorian, the way that planet communicated with some form of telepathy. Yeah, the way the insects communicated, it had to come from somewhere. Like they were able to do what the Reapers were able to do, and then they talked about the way that communication travels. So the fact that even like you can be on a phone and it's like milliseconds, milliseconds off of, you know, you could be talking across the galaxy and things are still, you can kind of hear each other. And even that is like, well, that shouldn't be possible. Okay, well, the excuse is always, well, the Mass Effect. It's like it's going through these buoys, and then the buoys are sending the package of information through the Mass Effect, and it's shooting them across space like near instantaneously. And then for me, that was also, well, that's a defiance of time space. That's again dark matter, dark energy. And then I was like, well, then that's how the whole thought thing is working. And then what if consciousness exists inside this dark energy space? And then that goes to what I just commented at the end, where like part of me was, then it's a simulation, and the dark energy is actually just a different way of programming existence, whether that's organic or synthetic, and that there's almost this tapestry, this infrastructure in this galaxy that is because it was cyclical, and that part of me was like, well, if the entire galaxy is cyclical, that feels like a program in a loop or something. And so yeah, that started influencing it, my thoughts. It's still very mysterious with the because in all sci-fi and all things like this, you know, and I mentioned in the Leviathan DLC where it's like, it's like the Reapers. The Reapers were here before everything, and you're like, well, no, because there was the Leviathans, and the Leviathans were here before the Reapers. The Leviathans created the Reapers, and then of course you're like, but then what? Wait, when did the Leviathans come into existence? And then you can go through this cycle of just like, and then so the answer is, you know, what this Crucible is like. Well, it was created before even that, like, you know what I mean? So it's like there was already a cycle in place that created the AI, and am I in Dream World again? I like also how the kid said "wake up"
Did that all really
when
happen?
you get onto the Crucible, and it was like,
Yes, but some of the details have been lost in time.
is this?
It all happened
That sounds
so
like the Elusive Man, what the
very
fuck?
long ago.
When can I go to the stars?
One day, my sweet,
What will be there?
Sounds
anything you can imagine. Our galaxy has billions of stars.
Glad I always talk through credits.
Each of
every
those
game.
stars
Never know.
could have many worlds.
Those stars are moving really fast. What's
Every
going on
world could be
there?
home
Is that snow?
to a different form of life.
Oh, it's like No Man's Sky.
And every life is a special story of its own.
Tell me another story about the shepherd.
It's getting late, but okay. One more story.
Did you say about the shepherd? Oh, about the shepherd. Nicely played. Shepherding in you. Cool. Congratulations on bringing an end to the Reaper threat. Commander Shepard has become a legend. And from here, you can continue to build that legend. Oh, it has been a long journey for Shepard and for the team here at BioWare. And like Shepard, we couldn't have done it alone. The Mass Effect trilogy began as the vision of a small team, but over the years, it has grown. That growth has been fueled and shaped by the feedback and support of our player community. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and we look forward to sharing further adventures with you in the Mass Effect universe, the Mass Effect team. All right. Oh. I'm alive!
Commander?
Where do they roll me back? What? The fuck is happening? Joker? 80? I'm alive! Told ya. There's a clone. Did they just roll me back before that event? Where am I?
Commander,
Is this a dream? Am I in a
Hello,
simulation? I'm in a simulation. Is this just to allow me to go back to the Citadel and the arcade and stuff like that? Doesn't make any sense. Like, 'cause now the continues all fucked up. Wait, what? What's going here? Where am I? What year is this? What? Oh, yeah, it takes you back. Assault. Oh my god. So at the point of no return. Oh yeah, there's nothing else to do.
Commander?
Hi. I must be in a dream at this point. The final dream. But in this final dream, I will exist forever. I will live forever. Okay, so I mean, crap. I can check the autosave, like where it's saved. I can try the other endings, I suppose, but...
Commander Shepard?
I'm a little bit disappointed with, I'm a little disappointed. Well, I mean, it's not the game's fault. But I mean, you say bye to people and then you make that sacrifice. It's like, well, yeah, you said bye to people, though. The game was setting it up. That was part of, like, the indicator for me, too, is like, oh, something bad's going to happen now, because it's that goodbye, you know? It happened in Dragon Age 2. BioWare just, it's their thing. It's their thing. The decision is going to be made where some massive thing is going to take place. There you go, guys. I don't even know how to end this properly because of the way it sort of ended. I don't know what to think. Did I enjoy the trilogy? I did. I really did. I thought this entire trilogy was exceptionally made. I can't even imagine what Mass Effect 3 would have been like for the people who say that it was sort of a disaster, like it was sort of a fail until they added the other content. I can't imagine this game without the DLC content, for example. I feel like if I had a major criticism to give is, I wish the DLCs were triggered at very specific points in the game, so that you were dealing with the Leviathan stuff when it was contextually important. You were dealing with, I mean, Omega is something that could slide a little bit, but even Omega, like, put that somewhere where it feels like that would feel right. Jesus, like Javik, I barely use Javik, but some of the stuff Javik said felt very important, and to have that stuff as tag on stuff, I would have been pissed. I would have been pissed if I cleared this game without that extra content, because that context was intrinsic to the experience of Mass Effect 3. Like getting to the end there without the Leviathan angle to, get the thoughts going for you to understand what the cycle meant and what the Reapers meant and what their directive was and how that, and just to have that parallel work in your head with like the Edie and the Geth and the Reaper, like you had to have other stuff and like floating around. Otherwise you're just inventing a lot or making a lot of assumptions and they could be wrong, and you get to the end and I don't know how that end choice would have made, how it would have been shitty unless there was, I don't know, they all sort of like get you killed. So as far as I could understand. So it was a sacrifice, and that's what this whole thing was always about. It was always going to be about, the importance of the bond of family and knowing, what's worth sacrificing for, and ultimately making a decision, which, you got it with Legion, right? Like the same thing there. Like he sacrificed for the greater good, and eventually that was parallel with Shepard. And I'm rambling on, so I think I'm going to end this episode and this series, I think, unless I can reload and do something and maybe do the other endings and just see what they look like. But I mean, I can just watch YouTube videos for that, so I'm not really kind of keen on it, just because I'm going to replay this game eventually, maybe a year from now or a year and a half from now. I'm going to play it with a female Shepard, Renegade. It's pro-human, and so it's going to be a lot of bad choices right up to the end. It's going to be a lot of bad choices. So that's why I don't need to see everything online on YouTube. But I mean, if I see something here or there, I'm not really spoiler protecting myself. But I'm not really going out there to just harvest like 100 hours of content either. So I am going to be watching other people's Let's Plays eventually. I'll get through the second omnibus. I might check codexes and stuff for extra information without really kind of delving into stuff that maybe I want to experience from the Renegade track. If you renegade through the entire game, like I might avoid kind of spoiling myself there, but it doesn't matter anymore. It's fine. So I'm going to end this series here. I will catch you in the new one. Don't forget to explore, engage, and inspire, buddy. Peace.